Hello, once again. We are here. Glad to see all you today. And today we're going to be doing a continuation of what we did yesterday, actually, which is a series of positions to open up the hips. So, a lot of times we are experiencing tension in our back and our hips. And some of it's from age, but some of it is just from emotional stored tension. So, emotionally for women and possibly for men as well. I know myself, when I'm tense, everything tends to get stuck in my lower body. My stomach tightens up, my hips tighten up, as if you're going into um, fright or flight. It's guarding. You're guarding the lower three chakras. And so things can tighten up. So, this particular set of series, the second half, is for opening that area up, breathing energy in, and letting those emotions release out of that area, those three chakras. So, to assist today in doing that, I have two emotional sense aromatherapy um, oils that I'm going to use. One is cheer, and the other is console. The console is frankincense, patchouli, and sandalwood. It's amazing. It's deep. It helps to console those emotions that you might have there that, need consoling, need attention. They're to bring awareness to the body, awareness to the senses and the emotions. Sandalwood is beautifully calming. Patchouli is very grounding. And frankincense is really good for the mind, very strengthening for the mind, a protector. So that's that one. It's lovely. They come in a pack of 6 different emotional oils, blends that are specifically tailored for the different emotions and bringing the awareness to the emotions. This one is, it's cheer. And it is wild orange, clove, and there's one more in there, star anise. And it's this beautiful, just kind of awakens you and makes you cheerful and just opens up that energy quite a bit, just to, just go, oh, okay, let me get away from out from I don't know how to explain this too much. Let me just get beside myself. Okay, just come into a fresh new reality of what's going on. So, I know I wanted to say getting out of your own way, meaning, we're stuck sometimes in a certain way of being, and so this helps you to get out of your own way and step into a new reality. So I just love this. So those are those. I keep mine in a bag. I have more in here. So we're going to get into the releasing the hips and opening up that energy. So let's go for it. Ouch. All right, let me fix this here a little bit. There we go. All right, I see. There we go. All right. Sorry. Okay. No, that's not it. Where did it go? There it is. So, your legs, straddle them to the side, and with your feet pointed towards you, You're going to inhale and exhale. Stacking your torso straight up above your hips. So not like this, not like this, but straight up. And imagine there is a string that is pulling your head up. And inhaling and exhaling. Start to creep down right in front of you, getting a nice stretch. And then inch your way back up. And let's do it again. Inhaling up. Exhaling down, keeping those feet active. Just take a couple of breaths here, inhaling and exhaling. Come down as low as you can. Relax the hips and slowly come back up. Bring your left leg out in front of you and cross the right leg over the left. It's like a 4. Bring your hands to your back, supporting your back, yet having a straight back, and just bring up that leg. Bring up the left knee. So you're going to be feeling a stretch here, and then scoot your body up so that you are as straight up as you can, and you'll feel even more of a stretch. Now there are all types of degrees of doing this. So if you can just get here and it feels comfortable there, then that's fine. That's as far as you need to go. But you can pull up and get even more of a stretch until you're like all the way up here, like so. And if you can get even further up, great. And just lean into that. Lean into that pose. And you can even like pull yourself up more, grabbing onto that knee, and you can also push down on that leg. So if you're tight, then this position is going to be less comfortable because you are not as flexible in that hip area. But just keep pushing in, pulling yourself closer and closer to your body, pressing with your hands. I'll show you what that looks like from the side. So you're straight and leaning in or pushing your body in, getting a nice stretch on the side there. Okay. Then we can try it from the other side, bringing your left foot over your right leg, supporting yourself up and bringing that right leg up. And just allowing that hip there to release, and even pushing down on that leg if you can, supporting yourself, pulling in and pushing and pressing down just a little bit until you feel a sensation. You don't need to go any further than that if it's too much of a sensation. But you're just opening up that hip, pulling yourself towards your leg, your knee, and then also pressing forward. Great. Okay, wonderful. So the next one is with your, so just bring your legs out like so, and then you're going to pull your right leg, bend it back, and tuck it, not under your sits bone, but right beside it, and then bring your other leg forward. That's right. So you're just sitting like this, and you're pulling yourself in towards your knee, really straight back. Tuck your chin in a little bit, and just breathe. Going forward, breathing. All right. Now I want you to cross the other leg. Bring your right foot towards your sits bones. Bring your left foot back, and just sit up tall and breathe towards the center of your torso. You're going to feel a nice stretch on that left side. Just pulling yourself forward. Pulling yourself forward. Good. So now, once you've stretched out in that, and we're doing this in degrees, we're going to do a side twist. So bringing your right arm over your knee, you're going to put your left arm back, and you're going to look back. So just let your shoulders and your neck just follow each other, looking back. I don't want you to strain the neck going back. Just look to the back, twist your shoulders to the side, and get a nice twist looking back. Take a nice deep breath there, inhaling and exhaling. We're going to go the opposite side. We're going to wrap the right leg over the left. The left is going to be with the sits bones, right beside the sits bone. We're going to take that knee, that arm over that knee, and we're going to bring that right hand back now, and we're going to twist over to the side and just looking back. Not straining back, but just looking back. Getting a nice stretch on that right hip. Okay, are you with me? This one's a difficult one. I always forget, was it the right arm and the leg and the left or the right? Well, this is how it is. Slowly figuring it out. Getting a nice twist on that spine. It's like a spinal twist. Yes. Looking behind. You can take advantage of being in this nice curl and coming forward and getting a nice forward stretch here as well. Stretching out that right hip. Gradually coming back up. Let's do the other hip coming down. Really smelling those essential oils are really helping me to navigate my breath, navigate my emotions, to have a positive emotion and attitude about what I'm doing. Easing into that stretch, stretching out that left hip. Now we have been working up towards a position called the King Pigeon. And if you've ever taken any yoga classes, you'll know that this one is the king of the hip release stretch. And so, this series is just wonderful for gradually opening up those hips like a lotus blossom that gradually unfolds. This is what we're doing with the hips, gradually unfolding. And this one is the queen, I'm going to say, of hip release. So what you're going to do is you're going to cross your leg over and down, and you're going to lean into that, hands forward. This is your right leg. You're going to lean into that, okay? So your back is straight and you're leaning into that. You're going to feel some sensations right away. Well, relax, relax. Feel the lower part of your body just relax. So your first initial response is to resist. But as you breathe into that, you're going to relax your lower body, your first, your second, your third chakra. Lean into it with your heart, coming down and stretching as far down as you can, just getting your body used to this stretch. For some of you, you've never experienced this sensation before. So that's why I want you to gradually get into it, okay? Not forcing this and not resisting. Just breathe into it, releasing the tension, keeping that right foot active, okay? It's not like, and just come down, releasing that hip. You can bring your head down if you can. Now, we're going to extend that left leg behind us, and we're going to come up onto the right knee, and we're going to bring our hands out right beside our knee, and we're going to stretch down, feeling even more of a stretch on that hip, the right hip. And you can bring your fists down, and you can stack your fists, and you can rest your head, if you can, on your hip, on your palms, your fists, and breathe in there. You can rock gently on that hip, but don't press it, okay? And come back up. And then we're going to go to the opposite side. And we're going to just gently come down again and get a stretch on that hip. For me, there's some tension here as well. This hip doesn't seem to be as resistant as my left hip or my right hip. My left hip is a little looser. So that's what I'm talking about, the balance in your body. Sometimes half of your body is tenser, more stressed than the other half. And that's, I believe, is because we're storing some sort of emotional trauma. It could be a physical injury that we had before, or something that is stuck. Something definitely is stuck on this side. So the hip will release that side. This hip opener will release that. So let's come down and lean into that. And you can even stretch forward if you need to lean into it even more. Bring that foot back up a little bit. That'll give you more of a stretch. Ah, there we go. Yeah, if you put it too far back, which maybe this is all you can do for now, then it'll be easier. But the more you bring that foot out parallel to the body, the more of a stretch you're going to get. So experiment with that. And come down. Yeah, that gives, I can feel a little bit more resistance in there. I'm going to breathe into that and come down. And even for more of a stretch, I'm going to put my arms in front of me and come down. Now we're going to come up on that left knee, the leg out still. Come up, the right leg back. Bring that knee center to your body, leg back, and come down. And then you can stack your fists, and you can just sit your head right on your fist there and breathe deeply. And then if you want even more of a stretch, then come down onto your palms. Keep your sits bones up on this. You don't want to flatten out. You want to stay center. All right, come up. I'm going to show you what that looks like from the side with the leg back. And this foot is up to the side as much as you can get it up. All right, coming down like so. Yeah, adjust yourself so that you're not putting too much physical weight on that hip because you're gradually releasing it. So you want to keep it active as well. And you're balancing out on that leg, on this left, and coming down and breathing into it as you're getting that nice slow release. Then again, coming down onto your palms. And if you need even more of a stretch, you can bring your arms out in front of you. Now, gradually, as your hips get looser and looser, you'll be able to bring that leg up a little bit more so that eventually it could possibly be like that. But right now, do what you can do, okay? Don't force it. And let's stretch out the legs in front of us and just shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. And come back in to an easy pose. And inhaling up, exhaling down. You can bring your hands into prayer pose. Take a nice deep breath in. Thank your body for allowing it to release. Thank you, body, for opening, giving a little bit more insight into where I hold my attention and my emotions to release those emotions. All right, thank you. That's it for today. And that was our hip releasing opening yoga session. I hope you enjoyed it. Bye-bye.